I didn't even get welcome out. Look at this, what jumps out, the Ace of Pentacles. Today is a day to, now the aces, okay, because this is the Ace of Pentacles. The aces, first and foremost, is a path that lays in wait for us. So this is telling us to prepare ourselves for the new path forward. And with Pentacles, it's about your abundance. So what is abundance to you? What is joy? What is happiness? What is peace of mind to you? Because for each of us, it's a very unique description. And no two will match. It may be true love. It may be health and well-being. It may be reuniting with your spirituality or taking it to a deeper level. It may be a new job, a new career. It could mean travel, an adventure, a journey, a new relationship, a new addition to a relationship. So this is telling you that the path lies in waiting for you. So prepare yourself. Do the necessary steps right now to make that plan, to get ready to forge ahead. So anyways, welcome. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. I forgot the whole beginning with that Ace of Pentacles, because that just talks about new life and new ideas and new adventures, new beginnings, new sources of wealth, abundance, time, energy. So I kind of fell right off there. So my name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. And I do always want to thank you at the beginning of the video, because I fear I'm going to forget to say thank you. Thank you for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. These cards are not cooperating at all tonight. Six of Swords. Six of Swords. We understand, we have Mercury stationary direct today, which means that Mercury went so far ahead and then stopped and came backwards again, and now is stopped and ready to go forward again. So we are ready to re-walk that path. We walked it once, we walked it again, saw maybe where our errors were, definitely opened us up to new wisdoms, new understandings, and now we are going forward. And so we are questioning more things. We are looking at things with more of a critical eye. We are seeing where the truths were and where the lies were, where the positive was, where the negative was. And so we're going forward today with those swords, and they're in the boat. And I get a sense that we had holes. We had leaks all over the place. We'd get one fixed and another one would pop up. And every time, well, just when we thought we were starting to go straight forward again, we were in jeopardy of our boat sinking. And so we got that sword and we got it in there and we plugged that hole. And now no water emerges. All the holes are plugged. We are ready to go forward. Ace of Swords. So two aces, really, huh? And the Four of Swords. Four of Swords was yesterday in the middle. Now it's towards the end, which tells us that we still need to rest. We still need to unplug. We still need to recuperate. And we still need to dream of what that tomorrow is going to be. Because remember, in 22, the card in tarot for 22 is the Fool again. I think 22 is an ancient symbol of some sort for a circle or the zero. So even though the Fool is the zero card, this card that starts the deck, We are the Fool. We go on our journey, and as we go through the 21 cards of the major arcana, all of a sudden we come to the end, 21, but there is no end. It just takes us with our wisdom, very much like the Mercury retrograde just that we've gone through and that we are going through, because we still have to walk that path one more time. We're at the 22. Now we've come full circle. Now it's time to go forward with our wisdom, asking new questions, tapping into our intuition, understanding our intuition more. Let's start at the beginning, although I did say a lot on this card. But look at the mountains in the background symbolize the attainment of our dreams, our goals. So this is telling us not to give up, to have patience, to know that if there is a setback, if there is a delay, you will get through it. To keep focused on the goal, on the dream. The Ace of Swords in the middle. This is about dreaming. This is about dreaming about that path that you are stepping into. We've just entered a very significant vibration change with Saturn going into Capricorn. And then the Sun followed. And the Sun sat on top. This is a time to dream. This is a time to look forward. This is a time to be open to your intuition. Be open to your wisdom. And it's pointing, it almost looks like it is mid-air. That it is taking your dreams to heaven, God, your angels, source. And there's those mountains of attainment again. And look at those mountains in this picture take up the majority of the card, half of the card. Maybe not the majority, but half of the card. Telling us to set our sights on the big goals, the big dreams. Four of Swords. She looks weary. She looks... It's like she's laid down her swords. It's time to take a time out. Maybe that's a shady place in the back of the castle where nobody ever wanders, and she can lay down or she can sit against that wall and just breathe. And she can lower her defenses. She can lower those walls. And the gold and the purple is that godlike energy that she is surrounded in, she's protected through. "22 is a number that promises the attainment of your goals, your dreams, your desires. And 22 isn't necessarily an action number, though. It's a moment where you realize that you have come so far. It's a moment when you realize that you have gained wisdom. Maybe you have strengthened your talents, your abilities, your inner courage. And to take note, to take stock of those things that you are already taking for granted. And know that you can use them going forward and how to use them forward. And I kind of get this erase yesterday. It doesn't matter what you did yesterday as far as mistakes and fumbles and allowing things to slip through your fingers, because the energy that you are going into is so much different. It doesn't need to know what you did wrong. You know what you did right, or you know the right next choice. You know when you enter that situation again how to handle it successfully the first time around. So it's very much about our focus, knowing that we can go forward with the strength, that it takes patience, maybe attention to details. If we were so focused on the horizon and not ever looking down, we wouldn't even know that 3 of those holes had sprung up until our feet were soaked. And then maybe it would have been too late. So it's staying focused. And yes, we're looking towards the horizon, but we're staying focused and we're strategizing. We're figuring it out as we go along. And we become stronger. This is a beautiful day for us to look at the vision of our tomorrow. To unplug. Yes, unplug for another day. Maybe go over some of the things that you've penciled into your plan, your goals. Ask yourself if it's still part of the plan. Can it be highlighted in some way? Can you change up your routine? Is there something that you want to add into your routine? Dream big right now. Dream big. And 22 boils down to a 4, and we have the 4 of Swords here, which tells me that we are very grounded in our thoughts. So we're not going to get, pie in the sky, whimsical fantasies of what we want to do, of what we want to obtain. If anything, we know we've got to work hard for it. Our affirmation is the 5 of Earth. Oh, I do like this card. And 5s can be a little bit of a struggle, but it can also put us on the adventure, can't it? Alternative forms of abundance, the illusion of lack, overlooked treasures. All is not as it seems, so this is a time to look again. A change in perception can bring into focus the results I sought, just in a different form than I expected. I am called to move away from poverty consciousness and open my eyes to treasures before me that are suddenly illuminated. The illusion of wealth gives way to true abundance. There is no need to fear that the rug will be pulled out from under me. What we draw attention to grows so I can count my blessings and realize I have far more, I barely have a second page, than I thought. I have come far in my quest for building up what I need, and even more opportunities for experiencing abundance awaits. Even more opportunities for experiencing abundance awaits. It's very much what the cards are telling us today. But it really reminded me of the Mercury Retrograde when I was saying, or reading, I should say, a change in perception can bring into focus the results I sought, just in a different form, just in a different way. So it's important to go with the flow right now. Stay in the moment. Expect the unexpected. Go with the flow. Stay mutable to the energy and see where it leads you, because it might lead you to the exact point that you wanted to go, but you were imagining a different route. An animal. So the Mercury retrograde is coming through very strongly here. We still do have some Sag energy, and Mercury, of course, is in Sag. So it's dreaming the big dream, seeing the potential, the true potential of who you are, of what you can do, of what you can accomplish, of what you can invent, of what you can create. And it's by believing in yourself. The more you believe in yourself, the bigger the dream becomes. Get busy with the bee. Get busy. And the sun, the moon actually, the moon is in Aquarius, and that is all about the collective, groups. So it could be team building, group work, busy, active, goal setting, fertility. The happiest people are those who are just too busy to notice whether they are or not. B tells you it's time to get busy. Instead of trying to get all your projects done by yourself, ask for assistance. Everybody has strengths. Some are leaders while others are followers. Know what category you fit best in and use that to your advantage. While you may hate to clean, there are others who love it. And while you may love to organize, others may need your direction into how to accomplish this. There shouldn't be any shame in your talent. Cooperation and delegation is the key with B. Embrace B by taking small steps, but begin the project or task in front of you, even if it seems impossible. Any action is action towards fulfilling your goal, which includes writing it down. One of the most important things to remember if you want to be successful is that procrastination is your biggest enemy, and delaying things sabotages your goal. Don't lose hope. Remain determined. B is also known for fertility and may be a sign that it's the right time to add a child to your life, or you may hear of somebody that they are pregnant. You may want to start an exercise program. B lets you know that in order to motivate yourself, you need to work as a team. Instead of running on a treadmill, join a volleyball team. Instead of walking around the block by yourself, ask your neighbor to join you. The pressure you put on yourself will greatly decrease if you engage others who can help motivate you. And when I was reading that procrastination part, I don't know if anybody, you're probably familiar, but if you're not, I mean, search it up on YouTube. There's probably a whole bunch of videos on the 5-second rule. And it's, if you think of something to do, you have to act on it before 5 seconds are up, because after 5 seconds, your ego has already taken over telling you why you shouldn't do it. And you lose the energy. If you step into it within that 5-second period, you can only grow that energy. So take a look at that 5-second rule and try and implement that in your life if you are a procrastinator. If your alarm goes off, you have to get up, because after 5 seconds you're going to hit that snooze button, which is actually makes you more tired. Okay, if you study sleeping patterns at all, we have stages of sleep, and about every 90 minutes we go into the REM, the REM stage, right? And that is so important. So when you hit that snooze button for 10 or 15 minutes, you never get to that REM stage, which is imperative for health, for well-being, for energy, for being able to think, and critical thinking, and expanding your ideas and your imagination. So try not to procrastinate today, but this is a day really for seeing the bigger picture of what you can step into, mapping it out, and that is a step in action, writing it out, making the plan. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.